This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Well, the swamp is beginning to evaporate. Donald Trump's murky, putrid little pond is getting smaller and smaller. And soon, there will be nowhere for him to hide. What started as claims of totally bogus and nothing to see here relative to Special Prosecutor Bob Mueller's investigation has now reached far enough into the Trump inner circle to have locked on to Donald Trump's former right-hand man and national campaign chairman, Paul Manafort. We now know that as July closed, a team of FBI agents raided Manafort's Virginia home. They were led by top-notch financial crimes investigators. Keep in mind, these law enforcement professionals weren't merely acting on a hunch. They went in armed with a warrant approved by a federal judge, which would have only been granted after having presented sufficient probable cause to convince that very federal judge that a crime had been committed. Now, Manafort and his attorney have consistently tried to mold his personal public persona as completely willing and cooperating witness related to the ongoing investigations. Well, if he was truly a cooperating witness, the FBI wouldn't have had to have executed a search warrant in a pre-dawn raid with a team of special agents. A raid in and of itself indicates things were taken against his will. And despite grumblings from irrelevant political hacks like Newt Gingrich, this special prosecutor and the grand jury are acting in the strictest adherence to the law, an answer to Donald Trump appointed and Republican Senate confirmed officials within his own Justice Department. In addition to the likely treasure trove of financial documents stored in the Manafort home, Mueller and his team, through the federal grand jury, have also issued subpoenas to several global financial institutions demanding account information as well as records of transactions involving Manafort and some of his companies. Again, the murky little pond is rapidly closing in on higher and higher level people until soon there's only going to be one man standing, Donald Trump. So let me put things into a clearer focus for you as to who Manafort is and just how close this investigation is getting to its eventual bullseye, again, Donald Trump. Paul Manafort is the longtime friend and former business partner of Donald Trump advisor and crazy guy, Roger Stone, who during the campaign bragged about his communications with Russian government hackers who, according to U.S. intelligence officials, were responsible for the release of emails from both the Democratic National Committee and the Clinton campaign. Well, Manafort was installed into his position as the national campaign chairman by Donald Trump at the high recommendation of Roger Stone. Also, Paul Manafort isn't just some random political consultant. He is up to his eyeballs in dealings with Russian politicians and oligarchs, as well as Russian-friendly politicians in Ukraine. His dealings in suspected foreign payments are so questionable that there is and has been a completely separate federal investigation going on, and has been for a while now. So, all signs point to a Russia-Trump connection, from family to former advisors to campaign staff at the highest levels. It is only a matter of time until Donald Trump is trapped by his own complicit actions and crimes against the United States in partnership with our Russian adversaries. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out my channel and this video. If you like what I do here and you appreciate it, go ahead and click subscribe. And if you really like it and appreciate what I do and you'd like to join my Patreon family, there's another link there for that. It's not just for the podcast, it's also for YouTube. Thanks a lot.